and the pain of what has yet to come.
There is only one last singular map to end the decade-long running Aether Zombies storyline, which we all love. That is just strange to think about. Hey guys, how's it going? So, when the storyline ends, I'm gonna need a shoulder to cry on, so thank you. Guys, I thought it'd be a good thing to kind of look at everything that we know about DLC 4, some hints from Treyarch in-game, some rumors, and maybe leaks, I'm not so sure to be honest. For a long ass time, Treyarch has been building up the Great War. Dr. Monty, Shadow Man, Apothecon's Keepers, load of bloody squids fighting, and we are too. They've been building up the Great War to be the finale. But now it kind of seems like that might not be the case 100%. Let me explain. Yeah, rumour has it, the Great War is not actually the map that we play in the finale, but it's gonna be something, right? It has to be. As an example, I've seen some of these rumours or leaks, I'm not entirely sure, coming from members of the Woo Lads, the very trusted leakers, which I keep an eye on because they have a great track record of having inside sources, so I keep an eye on them, and what I am seeing is the finale map is gonna take place at the same location as Call of the Dead, so you could say it's a Call of the Dead remake or reimagining. Oh, for Call of the Dead reimagined as the final map is just pure Treyarch, ass-hattery, pure ass-hattery. Like, it's building up the Great War. Like, I'm not angry, don't get me wrong, I'm not angry or disappointed, I'm just like saying how it's kind of funny to me, it's just building up a Great War to be this thing, and then it's just like, yeah, it's just actually Call of the Dead. It's just Call of the Dead. But then again, let me say it's not just Call of the Dead because it's not a remaster. Like, I get triggered, guys, I'm sorry, but I get triggered when I see people misusing remaster and reimagining. Tim Hansen, my man. Tim Hansen, the Zombies YouTuber, my man, love him, the leader of the new Zombies generation, but my man calling Alpha Omega a remaster, that's simply not using the word correctly, and I'm really angry. You could tell. So let's get that straight. DLC 4 is not rumoured or leaked to be a Call of the Dead remaster. It's just a map that takes place in the same location, which is where we're actually going to get into some hints from Treyarch. So, Call of the Dead takes place on the Tunguska River in Russia. Exciting stuff, I know. Groundbreaking news. And one of the first ever storyline little references ever from World at War Shinonuma is just in this hut. You can't even see it without no clipping. It's just written on all Tunguska, and the Tunguska event is a real life event where in Russia, in the Tunguska area, whatever, I don't bloody know, a meteor crashed into the forest, and it totally links in with 115 meteors and stuff. Now take the forest from Black Ops 3 Zombies menu, Black Ops 4 Zombies menu, and all the character memory video things where they're in the forest, and there's always this kind of like crater with a blue glow, like a blue 115 glow coming out of it. Obviously the forest is very important, and I see people like some of the Woo Lads guys like Eric saying that apparently the trees in this forest are Siberian trees, Tunguska, Russia. It's all along it's been a hint to Call of the Dead. Now also, I looked on Wikipedia, like the big ass brain person I am, looked at the location of Call of the Dead and googled it, and in real life it is along the river, it is just all foresty, but Call of the Dead doesn't have a forest in actual maps, so once again just showing how it's going to be pretty much the same location, and it might have stuff like the lighthouse, but for an example, George Romero won't be there, the boat might not be there, there'll be new forest areas and just stuff like that. There are also Dempsey cipher messages from Revelations and Classified from Dempsey from the end, right? Dempsey talks about fighting Dr. Monty and dying and this and that, and at the end he says it's cold, it's very damn cold, or he basically says it's cold, right? So maybe Dempsey is cold because his ass is chilling in Russia in Siberia at Call of the Dead. Also, one last thing is the Call of the Dead lighthouse is in blackout, so we kind of knew one way or another there was going to be some Call of the Dead remaster or reimagining coming to the game. And hey, for all we know, the Great War might have taken place partly in Russia. I know it's in France and Austria, so who says it didn't spill over into Russia? So it could be Call of the Dead, Tunguska River, and the Great War at the same time, perhaps. Also, at the end of Alpha Omega, the girl herself, Samantha, says about they're going to fight the Great War and then go to the house and kill Dr. Monty, wipe his ass off the face of the planet, damn it, and burn Agartha to the ground or whatever. So, the Great War has to play a role some way, some way or another. One way or another. Fuck. Now, what I hope for from this finale map is, I don't know about you, but I want some kind of Origins style map. And what I mean by that is just a map which is obviously like that finale style, where things are just over the top, the storyline, the Easter eggs, the references, even just some of the gameplay, like big ass robots and that. I just think Origins is a perfect example of what a finale should feel like and be like. It's a little bit more complicated, it's a little bit more hardcore for the hardcore boys out back. That is what I'm hoping for. And just because the map takes, like I've said for the Nuketown map, right, just because it takes place at the same location of Call of the Dead doesn't mean that anything from Call of the Dead back in the day is actually gonna matter. Like, it could be a completely different map, a different time period, different characters, obviously, different Easter egg. It's just gonna take place at a riverside in Russia, and it's probably gonna be snowy and have a lighthouse. It could be a positive thing, it could be a negative thing, we don't know. The map could be tragic, or it might be god tier. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. And also, for the storyline, boys, you'll know that there is so much going on storyline wise that has been building and has to be like come to a head and finished off. Like, this map has to be crazy. It has to be. It is going to be. And if Treyarch somehow messes it up, boy, they should just stop. However, if we treat Nuketown Reimagined and Call of the Dead Reimagined as new DLCs, then we also know that Transit, Die Rise and Buried are going to get the same makeovers. Now, the theory goes for this is that the Transit crew are going to be in DLC 4 and are going to do something, I guess, but the reimaginings in Zombies Chronicles will fit into the storyline, so it will be like released after DLC 4, but it won't take place after DLC 4. Like, the stuff that we do in the Easter eggs for the new Transit storyline will kind of affect or place events that happen in DLC 4, if you get me. So it's kind of like in Transit, it's about like in the Transit storyline, it's about powering the towers in favor of either Maxis or Ricky, so maybe we'll do it in favor of a Shadow Man or Dr. Monty or Rick Toffin or Dr. Monty or something like that. Anyway guys, I'm guessing that DLC 4 is going to come out in September, so I think it's going to be a little while until we see anything official for it, but there's already some hype, of course there is. The finale map. Right, I'm going to go cry. I'll see you in the next one, lads. Stay spicy. Cheers.
It began long ago, on the battlefields of the Great War.